Hello, it's great to see you midweek thinking about our Sunday service. We are the second week in the book of Philippians in a series called Locked Down but Looking Up. This week I focused on really the first 8 verses of chapter 2. It is a meaty, packed full chapter. I encourage you to read it throughout the week or listen to it on a YouVersion app. But this first few verses focuses on if-then statements. And I'm sure if you have ever been around a child, you've either made them or heard them. If you don't finish your vegetables, then you do not get dessert, or something kind of like that. Well, Paul was expressing some if statements. If all of these things are true about God, and they were kind of rhetorical questions because they were already very true statements, and the church of Philippi knew that, then he called the church toward unity and humility. In a diverse city of Philippi, the church was diverse and the Christ followers were diverse, but he was asking them to come together in unity and in humility. We talked about checking 3 things: checking our motives, checking our priorities, and checking our mindsets. I have some questions I'd love you to consider. You can either pause and answer them, or just I'll read them to you and you can think about them as you're going about your day. The first question I want you to think about is, when you hear Paul cast a vision for the church in Philippi and for us today to be unified and full of humility, do you throw up your hands in despair and say, that's too hard? Or do you prepare yourself for the challenge? Secondly, as you think about checking your motives, your priorities, and your mindset, what feels the most daunting to you out of those 3? What areas specifically do you need to surrender to God's way? Third, do you sometimes give up trying because it's just too hard? Is it possible that when you did give up because you were like, this is completely impossible, that you were really just working on your own strength, and that's what made it impossible? I challenge you to ask God to help you check your priorities, motives, and mindset. And finally, how can you work towards unity and living out humility in your own life? I hope you have a great day pondering and thinking about these questions, and I hope that God is challenging you and leading you and guiding you in these areas.